Welcome to the channel. So I just want to make a quick video of what I have upcoming. As many of you that have watched my videos, you've probably seen the 240s in the background. I had a gray one and also a green one. I wanted to make some videos with the green one of getting it back running because it had been sitting a while, but I actually ended up selling it, so won't be able to have any videos on that. Hi, welcome back to the channel. This video series I'm going to get into is going to be on my VQ35 powered S13. So, some background on this car. I've had this car since 2012. It's got a VQ35DE out of a 350Z with a CD09 6-speed transmission. Full suspension, fuel cell, pretty much everything to make it a little fun drift car. So, as you can tell, it's been sitting since I moved into this new house, so it's been sitting in the yard over there with the other 240 for about 3 years. So the fuel pumps are dead in it, doesn't run currently, and I want to check and make sure the motor's still healthy and all that. But I do have this gray one that I picked up. So it's just a shell. It's got suspension on it, slight angle mod, LSD diff, and a half cage in it with door bars. So I'm going to do a little series on putting this thing together and getting it roadworthy and cleaned up. So over here I have a red top SR that's got some minor bolt-ons on it, Megan exhaust manifold, T28. I believe it's got cams in it. That's really all I know about it. So I'm going to pull this completely apart, clean it up because it's got a lot of grime on it, everything. I got a gasket kit for it. Also got radiator, wiring harness, and just boxes of parts. It's a full running swap that I got. SR trans, then the drive shaft, exhaust and downpipe, and then on the toolbox I already started pulling it apart to get it on the engine stand, and I did find the flywheel had some broke off bolts in it, so that was cool. It's missing two of the clutch bolts, the pressure plate bolts. So I'll have to drill those out. It does have a spec clutch, so that's nice. And it looks to be in decent shape other than the broken bolts in there. So over the next probably, I don't know, month or a couple months, since I do work full-time as well, so I don't have a whole lot of time to put the weekends to do stuff. We'll get into this. I'll probably tack some footage on the end of this video of starting to pull this apart and pull it down. I'll probably have a time-lapse or something on it. But yeah, so this will be the next project. And we'll see where it goes. Should be a fun little car when it's all done. So first impressions, getting everything apart. Obviously it needs some gaskets. We got quite a bit of oil. Oil leak. Looks like the front seal on the crank was leaking, valve cover was leaking. Also found 2 broke bolts on the exhaust that there were no bolts in there, which obviously they just, whoever worked on this last just left the busted bolts in there. Got a broke bolt on the valve cover there for the coils. Inside doesn't look too bad. This thing does have aftermarket cams. Probably go through and just double check torques on all that stuff. Pulled everything apart on the side here. So yeah, I'll probably start drilling those exhaust bolts out and try and get those out, get some new exhaust bolts there. Pull that motor mount out off and eventually push it outside and spray it down and clean it. Maybe paint it. I don't know if I'm gonna paint the motor yet or not. That's where we're at. So that was pretty amazing. Got them both out with the easy out, which rarely ever happens, but if you got a good set of easy outs, that makes not having to drill those out and retap and all that much easier. So both of them came out. I'll have to order some new studs, and we'll probably just run a cleaner tap in there just to clean the threads and go from there.